This letter to dear Mayor Rick Cooper from Despina Benjamin and Freddie Hoffmeyer. They are the gelato people. Did you all get a copy?
Yeah.
I'd just like to talk to this. I would like, it's a very passionate letter, and I share their passion with them. As you can see, Council has responded to their requests every time, and I have Council's responses here with all their dates on them, etc., from Alison and from John Ridd, pointing out that when Despina came originally, I think it was in the last triennium, not this one, and asked for a licence to go down beside the coffee shop down there. At that particular time, Mr. Whippy had relinquished his licence. He wasn't using it, and Council at that time gave these people a licence to occupy. It's since been proven that in that time, there's plenty more here if you need one, in that time the gelato lady has only really, to be fair, used it over the peak summer months. Mr. Rawley probably be able to tell us, like December to March type thing. And Council staff in their wisdom allowed Mr. Whippy to use it at any time that she wasn't using it. Therefore, Council got a greater income because it was leased year round rather than for 3 or 4 months of the year. And I will be writing back to Despina and telling her that that as far as I'm concerned, and we'll talk about it here in a minute some more, that hasn't changed. Whenever she wants to go there, she can go there. Whenever she's not there, Mr. Whippy can go there. That's how I see it. And I think that's as plain as the nose on my face. But Ms. Rawley, I'll hand over to you if you want to add to that.
Thank you very much, Mayor Rick. I just wanted to clarify one or two things. First of all, the Mr. Whippy that used to operate down there isn't the Mr. Whippy who's currently there. The business has changed hands since then. The current operator is Stuart Graham. He was given a trial period in July because essentially the site was sitting vacant all winter. Despina packed up and went back to Austria in April and came back to New Zealand in December or November and started operating in December. So there was essentially no provision of service to the public for the whole winter months. We had an application from somebody who wanted to provide a service and was willing to pay the rent that Despina's not paying when she's not there. So he's been there on and off since July. He wishes to continue to operate there during the time that Despina isn't there. She's given notice this year that she wishes to start operating again in November, which is actually a month earlier than she usually does. So what I'm asking from Council today is an agreement to grant Stuart Graham a licence to operate on that site until the end of October, because essentially the site is vacant until then.
Just before I take Councillor Minch's question, just so I can see what we're trying to do, that's fine. Like a motel, it's empty this night, you can have it that, whatever your booking is, I can see what you're doing, but I actually wondered to myself, is there another place we could put Mr. Whippy? Well, we're Council, we can do what we think is good for the district. Can we have Mr. Whippy over there, for argument's sake? Can we have him down by the hole-in-one or something?
At the moment, we are bound by the policy in the Taupo-Kaingaroa Bay Lakeshore Reserves Management Plan, which sets up 2 sites for refreshments along the lakefront. One of them is the coffee cart, and the other is the gelateria site for ice creams only. There is no other site that we can offer Mr. Whippy. Now, one thing I would like to do over the next couple of weeks, because I do get a lot of inquiries from people wanting to trade from council reserves, and last summer when we did allow a couple of extras in over the summer, I think it was generally met with favour. So I'd like to call for expressions of interest or requests for proposals from people wanting to trade on council reserves, so that we know who's out there and we know what services they want to provide to the community, and I can bring those back to council